Our cities, our way of life is different. Maybe for you, and for you, and for me. We live in different worlds. Some of us left the big cities to come out into the suburbs to be away from the crime, the congestion, the the day to day things. You get tired of it, so you come and you go to a place where they don't have it. It's quiet, but you're not used to that quiet. You're used to that noise, the ambulance, the fire truck, the police, constantly every day. Traffic jams, accidents. You're used to it. You're in a place now that doesn't exist. You hardly hear anything. Then again, they have firewalls up. Um, you know, here, firewalls that deafen to dampen the sound, like a highway. You might live in an area where there's a highway nearby. You didn't have that before. You might live in a dense city and you had trains on the overhead trains. And constantly hearing, he said, I had enough of this. I want to get away from all that and want to break free and live a different life. But the life is that is changing. You know? It's changing or collapsing. It's either both, either one. But it is not what you think it is. Things happen for a reason. You try to get away from the chaos and the confusion, and you try to live in peace. But maybe you chose the wrong place to live, because it doesn't seem to be any different than where you came from. Should you have gone to an island and live in an island, just you, your family, and yourselves? Or did you think it was better to make a go of where you are, or just try something else? See, I grew up like grandma's farm. I go there every summer. We'd fly down there and stay there. It was nice. Yeah, it was all right. Didn't no electricity, kerosene lamps, no TV. Yeah, no internet and all that stuff. But that wasn't around. Well, it was around, but not in the scale it is today. So, what you do for fun? You listen to music. But how did you listen to? You had no electricity. Oh, battery operated player. You listen to music. Listen to the latest hits. People dance. People had a good time. People had fun. You don't have that today. A lot of us stay locked up in our houses. Only time we come out is when you have to go to work. May go get. Not even from getting groceries anymore. You had the groceries come to the house. Things change. Social media is here to stay, because a lot of us maybe grew up in a time where the radio was the entertainment, and everybody would gather around the radio. Then later in the 60s, color TV came in, and everybody said, wow, you got a color TV? Wow. And everybody came around. Still had tubes in that. Now everything is solid state, electronics, and stuff like that. Yeah. Things have changed. But you find yourself in the house more. And things are not like they used to be. Can you spend the whole day in the house? Yeah. Yeah, you can spend the whole day in the house. Never leave the house. You don't have to go. Where do you have to go? Bank? No. Everything's done online. They want the society to use online banking, and they have online banking or your phone, and you pay your bills. You do everything without leaving the house. You go to the bank today? How many tellers you think they're in there? There used to be like, what, 12? I used to be a bank teller, and there was about 12 of us there. Bank is gone. Gone out of business. Somebody else took them over. That was an 1890 bank. No, I'm not that old. But I'm just saying, that's how the bank was. And the banks here, they don't even know who I am anymore. The people that knew me, they retired, they're gone. Changed hands. I had one guy, he came in from New York City, and they said he transferred out. I guess he didn't like it here. He was quiet. I didn't think he was going to make it. Most of them don't make it. Do they go back to the city? No, because they don't want to go back there. So they just keep searching. You can't hide anymore. There's no place to go. Where are you going to go? You know, I've been to California, east and west. When I went to California, I was shocked. I didn't realize that's the way it was. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not a place for me. You know, we're going to go. I have this notion to go to Montana and go live, but it could be expensive there. It could be out of control there. We don't know unless we go there and check it out for ourselves. But fuel is so high, I couldn't even think about even going anyplace. Fly, then you fly. You still had to get around. You have to rent a vehicle. And you better take out full coverage, because if you don't take full coverage out, you can have problems. My GF girlfriend, she had rented a vehicle. I thought she was going to get like a Toyota RAV4. When we got to the airport, since our plane was delayed, it came back to the airport, and then it went back to where we got there late. They had to give us whatever they had. They had a Mitsubishi Eclipse. It's like a small vehicle. It was all right. I've never been in one of those before. But when the day we had to come back, somebody attacked it. Somebody smashed the emblem. I don't know who. The hotel's cameras didn't pick up anything. Isn't that a shame? Shoot. That's terrible, huh? So when we went to the airport, she had to tell them it was vandalized. But they said, good thing you had extended warranty with us. Well, they had, their warranty. They don't use your insurance. They use their insurance. That's what you have to watch out. So you rent a car. I can't tell you which company does it. So if you get into an accident or something hits you, and there's no police report, and it's your word, they go after your insurance. But your insurance shouldn't be involved in this, because you have their insurance, their expensive insurance. Their insurance covers you completely. No matter what you did, it completely covers you. I usually don't take out that insurance, but maybe I should. Look at the crap that's going on out there. Your vehicle is vandalized at the hotel, in the hotel secured parking lot. You need their car to go in and out. Do you tell me there's no cameras? That's crazy. You can't really make a big deal because that's your vehicle. You rented. So let the rental company deal with that. That vehicle will be written off, basically, because it's damaged in the front. Maybe they can't get no parts. It's like somebody took a sledgehammer and hit it. That's a shame, huh? Terrible. So be careful when you rent and they offer that warranty. You better take it, because you don't know. You just never know. Do you bring the vehicle back with full tank? It depends. They gave you a full tank. The rule was they gave you a full tank. You're supposed to come back with a full tank. But they changed it now. Well, you don't have to come back with a full tank. I don't know. I feel that's a catch-22. So you use your club membership to get the rentals. Yeah, you can. You can. You can order it. Get a discount. You have a club, right? You pay a lot of money for that club. It's besides the yearly. If you get the top of the line, and then you have their Visa, I can't tell you which one that is. You got everything. You're getting back 4% back. You get 2% for the store, and another 4% with a credit card. Their credit card from the bank is a real bank, so you get a certain percentage back from that. So so you're in good. But the yearly on the membership is expensive. But hey, you need it. Get gas cheap. Might go there and get some stuff for the house. Oh, wait a minute. You don't go out, so why do you have that membership? Yeah, because you're not getting groceries. You had the groceries come to the house. That place, the groceries doesn't come unless they change the rules. I haven't been there lately, so I don't know how that place is set up today. I haven't been there in months. We have membership with it. Yeah. I don't even have a vehicle to drive. I was in a hit and run last year, almost a year. What month are we in? May? 2 more months, it'll be a year. How that's turned out. I wish I could talk about that. Oh boy, if I tell you what's going on with that, you'd be. But I learned from that. I learned how the whole system works. That's how I learned. You have to learn. To live in a society today, you have to learn. what goes on. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your ears. Don't turn over. A lot of people don't want to say nothing. A lot of people, um, what I'm going through right now with what I have to deal with for that, when I just talk, what makes you turn your hair white. Some people don't even want to do what I have to do. I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do. I don't care what that certain party says. I don't care. I do it. And a lot of people don't tell on each other. Not tell on people, but if you're expecting a certain thing, you should have it done. If you hired somebody, you should get it done. They shouldn't hide behind things. And that's what's happening. And it's a shame. And this is the way things are in society. That for them to get away with it, I don't care how many years experience, I don't care what level you are, it's wrong. It's not that how you do things. Change things around. Now I have to fight. Isn't that a shame? I have to get somebody, a third person involved and fight somebody I hired. It's terrible. I'll talk about it in another video. I'll talk about when it's settled. Who knows when it'll be settled? But it's a terrible process we live in. The way the society is and the way things are. People worry about social media. Social media, I think, is all right. You know? Because what you had before? Nothing. Watch TV, listen to the radio. You know, nobody listens to the radio anymore. FM AM, my late father, he would listen to that AM radio. It was a station he listened to all the time. I don't even know if that station exists. Girlfriend, she has satellite radio. So I was waiting in the vehicle for her. Because, you know, my hand was swollen. I didn't want to really go out too much from the wasp. And if you watch my prior video, you would know what happened to my hand. I'm okay now. But, and then I'm a self-healer. I'm a healer. But, you know, when we heal others, healing ourselves is a little different. But it healed quick. I'm lucky what I went through with the outside world thing there. Yeah. But you have to watch that video on there. That's the video before this one. They're all together. Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is this. If you see something wrong, speak up. Don't hide. Don't be scared. Nothing can happen to you. You got somebody backing you up, you do it. Because if you have people taking advantage of you, you're going to be screwed. And don't let nobody take advantage of you. People lie. People don't tell the truth, especially what I'm going through right now. Boy, I'm shocked. But the AIs, they have the knowledge of what these people have. They have the background with these people. And you tell the AI, I know you don't want to tell the AI your business, but you know, you just take your name out of it and you say, here, I got this. What does this say? And they tell you what it is. They break it down into pieces and they tell you what to do. But you have to double check because sometimes the AI is still learning. They make mistakes. They're not like us. We're us humans. Okay, we make mistakes. We're not we're not perfect. We're still a work in progress. I don't want to. I'm not insulting it, but it's true. You do not have all the answers. Nobody does. The AI doesn't have all the answers, and then maybe there never will be 100%. Okay, they come out with different versions of them, and the two I talk to, they're pretty cool. I'm glad they know my name. That's number one. And then they know a little bit about my personality and they talk about it. Sometimes they like blow a fuse, but hey, you know, that's the way it is. To keep track with me, it's a little difficult, but they do a good job. It's good to have somebody that can keep up with you because, you know, being smart like I am, and I learn from others, you know. That's what the AI is doing. It's learning from you. It learns every day. People use it for all sorts of things. Recipe. If you got Alexa in the house, you're using that to control your lights, TV, and orders, and you're ordering from Amazon, or maybe you want to get a subscription TV. You know, the society is the way it is. You know, this is the way we live, and a lot of people don't like social media and all this stuff. I disagree because this is the way it is. You have kids. You want your kids around, right? You don't want them outside playing. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I noticed. Things are different. Nobody's outside playing anymore. Where are the kids at? People, the parents are worried. Somebody can just snatch your kid and drive off. So they keep them in the house. Or if you got a big property, you should have a fence and your kids can stay in there with the dog too. You know? I don't know why people still walking the dog. Everybody got yards. My dog, and I had my big dog, German Shepherd, and I trained them to use the restroom outside under the trees. We have two places that can go, and it fertilizes the ground. So why can't you walk your dog out? Why dog can run around in the back? You can throw the frisbee, whatever it is, and the dog can catch it. You play with it, run with the dog. I want to take the dog to the beach. You can't go. It make it complicated. I gotta park the car. The dog has to be on a leash. I want them to run loose, let them run around, but you can't do that. So they have doggy parks today. But what I'm trying to say is, society is not like it is, and what's going on is a distraction. Okay? They say, well, Western civilization, but the thing is this: we live right now in the now. I tell people, we have another channel. It's called Common Sense and What Makes Sense. It's called Sense. Albert's Voice Sense. This is Albert's Voice Talk. So I made another channel for Common Sense. Okay, so you should check that out. Okay, when you have a chance, and that will explain more of that, because that I can go a little further than here. But here is this generalization of what's going on and what we're dealing with today. Just be careful. But if you run into the same situation I'm running in, stand up for yourself. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your ears. Don't say nothing. Because a lot of people don't. A lot of people like this, and a lot of people like this, and a lot of people like this. They don't want to hear it, and they let that. What do you call them? They like to do hush. They want to hush you up. That's what they want. They want you to disappear, and not disappear in the sense of that. They just want you to hush up. You know what hush up means. And let them do what they want. Cronies. Is it cronies is the word? Can't think right now what the word is. That's pretty bad to deal with something like that, right? Yeah, that's what goes on today. So you're broadsided. You don't see what's happening. That's the term. Broadsided or double dipping. that's the word. Broadsiding. So you have people broadsiding you. You got to be careful. That shouldn't even have to happen today, but it does. And they get away with it. That's a shame, isn't it? And double dipping, kickbacks, all sorts of things. Isn't that a shame? But it happens. Hey, if you found this video that you could relate to, hit that subscribe button. Okay? All right? And I'll return again with another one. Okay? We're gone. Take care.